Hey everybody, Craig with PhotoRV. Good morning. A day in the life of a corporate pilot would not be complete without the obligatory early morning drive to the airport. Now, today is not particularly early, 4:30 wake up, and it's about 5:30 in the morning now. Still dark here in the middle of May in Detroit, but there really isn't as a corporate pilot, there is not a common wake up time, a common departure location, a common destination. That is what's common about being a corporate pilot, is nothing is common. When you fly into an airport on a commercial airplane, you go to the commercial terminal. When you fly in or out of an airport on a private airplane or a corporate jet, you do that from what's called an FBO, fixed base operator. They're often called executive air terminals if they're nice. So we are just pulling up to the FBO at Detroit Metro Airport. Our airplane is the first one here in the lineup. So just going on the ramp of the FBO, unloading my car, and back out. Today we are just positioning the airplane. So we're flying the airplane empty, and in this case it is to one of our places of maintenance. So we're in Michigan, and the plane has got to get to Fort Lauderdale, Florida today. Off the ground by 7, we'll be on the ground and ready for them to start working on the plane by 9:30 this morning. Today, we are starting our day in Sarasota, Florida, taking passengers from here to northern Michigan, to Marquette, Michigan, and then we are positioning, deadheading when we fly the airplane empty to Detroit. Maybe the most important thing to the passengers, besides the safety of their flight, and especially on morning flights, is catering. So I am on my way to get catering this morning. Here we go. The beginning of the day. How are you, sir? about 2 hours and 45 minutes to go from Sarasota, Florida to Marquette, Michigan. We are the only aircraft on the ramp here at, I think they used to call this K.I. Sawyer. It's the Sawyer / Marquette Airport. So, quick fuel here. We're going to take on 300 gallons. We don't really need it, but it's a good, we're doing it as courtesy. We're buying courtesy fuel. It's how the FBOs make a lot of their money is with fuel. So we're going to buy some courtesy fuel, and I'm going to file a flight plan now on ForeFlight, and we're off to Detroit. Empty. We're just deadheading, positioning the airplane to Detroit, and that's our day. After 30 years of wearing pilot uniforms, whenever we have an empty or a deadhead or a maintenance leg, we really look forward to flying casually. Jeans and a t-shirt, that's how we like to fly. So, Mark is inside paying for fuel. I'm getting the flight management system ready. I've got to wipe out the old flight plan, put in the new, and we'll be on our way in about 10 minutes. So we finally made it to Detroit, started the day in Sarasota, dropped passengers in Marquette, Michigan, top of the Upper Peninsula, Michigan's Upper Peninsula, and now we just flew empty back to Detroit. Always a great idea after flying any airplane to do a post-landing walk around. And here's an example why. We had a bird strike right there. This is the point of a walk around, post walk around inspection. We didn't know that had happened at all. There was no indicator, but that could have easily been much worse, and we might not have known. So that is that's the end of our flying day today. The plane's here in Detroit, where it will be for a couple weeks when we'll go back to Marquette and pick them up, and it'll be another day in the life. Thanks, guys. Bye.